Hi, everybody. Welcome to Mom Said. My name is Gabe Gibbs.
And you'll never know my name.
Her name is Allie Gibbs. And Mom Said is a podcast made by 3 adult siblings, but it's not about that.
But it's not about that.
It's often about that. In fact, it's almost always about that. Today's episode, we talk about Valentine's Day.
Grant surprised me.
Don't say what.
I'll leave it at that. Grant surprised me.
We talk about Valentine's Day. We talk about the Super Bowl. We talk about sharks. It's a STEM podcast. Those who are returning listeners, you know it's a STEM podcast.
And we also talk about 2 people who will remain nameless, yet to reveal, that got to go to the Grammys.
Oh, yeah. That's very exciting.
Find out who those 2 people are.
Find out who those 2 people are. I'm taping my comedy special in LA, March 16th. The tickets are available. Please come see that. It's going to be so much fun. We're ready to start the episode now. So, Grant, hit it. Mama
said. May I ask, Gabe, why you are wearing sunglasses for the podcast today?
Because I'm different now.
Don't do this.
I'm different now because this past week I became
You became a man?
I became Hollywood elite.
Those are the crappiest sunglasses I've ever seen in my life.
I became entertainment elite. And you want to know why?
You saying entertainment elite in $14
and
plastic sunglasses is crazy.
I'll have you know, I got these at Nordstrom Rack 7 years ago. These are Hollywood elite sunglasses.
I know you're doing a bit, but I know you're doing a bit, but can I compliment you on the fact that I don't think I've ever had a pair of sunglasses for 7 years. That's hard to do.
I don't lose my sunglasses.
They break, they get lost, you sit on them.
I have sat on them before, but I don't lose them. Anyway, pretty much
Gabe,
my whole life has changed. Everything, I'm different now. Anyone who's been watching the podcast or listening to the podcast will not recognize this voice or this flavor or this attitude because I went to the Grammys.
That's right. And guess who else went to the Grammys?
My sister went to the Grammys.
You're looking at her.
And guess which one of us was actually invited to the Grammys? Neither.
Oh, neither of us, yeah. No, we were both plus ones.
Neither of us were invited to the Grammys. I was going to take the sunglasses off because now the bit's over, but I'm different now.
No, take the sunglasses off. It's crazy. Yeah.
For the listener, can you describe these sunglasses? What kind of vibe do they give?
I already did describe them as
Okay, well, let's be more descriptive.
Okay, he said they're from 7 years ago. And ladies and gentlemen, they look like they're from 7 years ago. Remember when everyone was doing aviators that were not as wide as their heads? That's sort of what Gabe's got going on right now.
Not everyone was doing aviators not as wide as their heads. Some of us have wide heads. It's not about the aviators being intentionally thin.
My big thing with sunglasses, I also have a wide head, if I can admit, here among friends. And
safe space.
I also have a wide head. And my big thing with sunglasses is just like they just have to be as wide as or wider than my head.
No, agree. Otherwise you look, or you got to go do those tiny like Doc Ock, Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man sunglasses.
Sitting over there, tiny,
teenier, though.
Like vintage Miu Miu.
Yeah, little.
Which, by the way, they're not vintage Miu Miu. They were also $14.
You don't have vintage Miu Miu little teenies.
I actually looked for them online because this girl I know had them, and I was like, those are gorgeous. And then I saw the price, and I said, I'm just a girl from Michigan.
Yeah. Ultimately,
I'm just a sweet little girl from Michigan. There's no way I buy these vintage Miu Miu sunglasses.
I can't have vintage Miu Mius. I grew up where it's cold.
Listen, I can't have vintage Miu Mius. I've got cold in my bones.
I grew up in the seasons.
Babe. And my street that I grew up on, we scootered around in the street.
Okay. This is reminding me. I'm not sure how scootering around in the street means you can't have vintage Miu Mius. Connect that for me.
If I lived in a bigger, more important area, there would be no way I could scooter in the street. There'd be cars on the street.
I get what you're saying, because you'd be in the city.
More important is bad to say.
Yeah, agree. How dare you?
On a global scale.
Kentucky.
On a personal scale, Kentucky Drive is the most important street in the world for me.
Agree.
Me.
This is reminding me, no one who listens to this or watches this will be surprised by this. But do you remember before Mom and Dad redid the basement, you mentioned scooters?
Oh my God. Listener.
Allie and I this is a
Friends?
terrible. I don't even want to say it out loud.
Okay, actually, can I just say
it out loud.
as you introduced this topic, I literally like you know when your life flashes before your eyes before you die?
Yes.
I literally flashed through my head all the people that told me they listened to the podcast.
And you were like, they can't know this. It's so bad. Does Grant know? He probably remembers.
Gabe and
there used to be our bathroom, our basement before it was redone in the good Midwestern way, where it became like a movie watching den and just general hangout spot for teens. It was tiled with this ridiculous red and white tile that made the whole basement just like bad tile.
Honestly,
like,
now
not
that
me, not Hermione. It was like a big ugly chessboard.
Yeah, it was a chessboard, but now that I'm older, I'm kind of like that tile rocked.
Bring back the tile.
Yeah.
I know. Allie and I, for whatever reason, because it was a big open space and we were so bored in the winters.
No, Gabe, it's not because we were bored. It was our artistic expression.
Okay.
We did synchronized scootering.
You said synchronized, which I really like.
Synchronized?
Yeah.
We did synchronized scootering acts. So we would like make up a dance like we like you all did.
You can say synchronized scootering and we know what it means. You don't have to describe what it means.
To like a Stacey Arico song.
What's devastating about this is that yet again it's another thing that we say out loud that no one who listens to this or watches this or found us on clips on Instagram, thank you so much for following us, will be surprised by.
No, I know.
No one will be surprised by this.
But at the same time, it might be a unique experience. At the very least, I've never met anyone else that used to make up little scooter acts with their siblings.
Yeah. There's a reason for that.
But we would like put on a song and be like, okay, at this part, we go around the...
I hate you, but I love you. I can't stop thinking of you.
But then like...
Put your foot up behind you on the scooter, bro. Bro.
We were like that. You know that little kid who's scootering and he's like doing arabesque? We were that, but too old. Too old to be cute.
Yeah. Too old to do it. And also... Neither of us were athletic enough to do anything other than
we weren't doing tricks.
We would like go in a circle and then maybe like a quick leg pop, but not like an actual. We weren't doing like 180s, 360s.
Wait, do you remember the season of life where we thought we could do dance lifts? Where you would like...
We numbered them. Bro, this is how you don't touch me on this episode. I'm actually having a bad time. I'm legitimately having a bad time because this was supposed to be, we're cool now and we got invited to the Grammys. Your dog is about to pull the cord out of the... This was supposed to be, we're cool now and we got invited to the Grammys and everything's different and aren't we so cool? And all you're doing is dredging up the most embarrassing shit.
I forgot about that so hard. I forgot about that so hard. Okay, so just let me just breeze past this because I genuinely, you guys can't be knowing this about us, but we used to make up like scooter acts, but we also used to make up dances and we would like see lifts on TV or imagine lifts in our minds that dance partners would do, and Gabe would like try to pick me, but like
we didn't even have dance routines though. We were just doing like athletic tricks. It was just like number 2.
Yeah,
and we were like
Cirque du Soleil. Wait, I'm so sorry. I think we both forgot about this for like 23 years.
There's a reason. I literally can't. I'm not going to be able to look at you for like 3 episodes because it's so embarrassing and I'm actually upset.
Genuinely.
It would literally be like, okay, the number 1. And we know that that's you running.
No,
and
I remember one was me being like starfish and you like picking me up from around my waist and we'd spin around.
But we were like 10 and 8, right?
Yeah, we were kids. We were little. But the way we took it seriously is, yeah.
It's just how it goes. Biggie.
Oh my God.
Hold on. I have to stop your dog because my dog has food in that bag. Hold on. Hey.
My dog's disrupting the podcast, but I should just...
He already peed.
This is a good time for...
Oh, wait. Okay, and we'll come back to Grammys. Well,
Okay.
We do need to talk about the Grammys so that people think we're even 1 ounce cool.
So Valentine's Day is on Friday, 2 days from now.
Right.
Yes, as the episode comes out. Great job, producer Grant.
Well,
Yeah.
today's
Today's
is Wednesday.
Wednesday. Today's Wednesday at 5 a.m. I have a favorite Instagram dog. His name is Cheddarini. You can look him up on Instagram. He has
Can you say the name again? You pulled the mic away.
Sorry, his name is Cheddarini.
Grant has been obsessed with Cheddarini for like a really long
Will
time.
we get in trouble if we put a little photo of Cheddarini right here? I don't think so. We're
don't think
promoting
so.
him.
Well,
yeah.
I'll
Grant's
show the.
holding something.
Yeah. We'll put a little Cheddarini photo and we'll give the @ so people can go check out Cheddarini.
Cheddarini's my favorite. He has like 500,000 followers. He sold Valentine's Day cards, and I wanted to give my lovely sister Allie a Cheddarini Valentine's
Oh
Day
my
card.
gosh.
I'll show
This is huge.
Wait. Let me show the camera first.
I'm so excited. I can't believe I get a Valentine's Day card on the pod.
It's probably not going to show.
That's not going to work.
Let me see.
But we can take a photo of this and put it up.
I love you almost as I love barking as sorry, I'm screwing this up. I love you almost as much as I love barking at absolutely nothing. Oh,
That's cute.
Wait, I'm gonna treasure this forever. I'm gonna put it in my phone case.
I'm going to treasure this forever.
I am. Thanks, Grant. That's so cute.
Biggie, what are you doing?
Thank Cheddarini.
I'm gonna pick him up and put him on my lap.
I think that's
you guys
wise.
keep talking about Cheddarini.
I think that's wise.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
What do we love about Cheddarini, Grant?
He has such a little personality. He's so cute. I actually have a life-size cutout of him in my living room.
In the living room?
Um,
I feel like that should be part of the set of the show.
that's true. We could do that for next episode.
We can be sponsored by Cheddarine. We can be sponsored by Cheddarini. Okay. And now we're finally getting started and getting set. We had a really wonderful start to the day. Please welcome Biggie to the pod. Hi, Biggie. Thanks for peeing everywhere.
As we've talked about before in the pod, Biggie is extremely poorly trained. I don't know whose job it was to train him, but they didn't do it. And so now I have this dog. Anyway, we went to the Grammys
We did. We went to the Grammys
a week ago.
a week ago.
It was so exciting. I'm gonna rein this in so that people think we're Hollywood. We're cool. Is something
Oh,
going
yeah, we got to
wrong?
be cool. No, I was with you.
Bro.
bro.
I thought you were looking at me like something was going wrong.
No, bro. Sorry. We're Hollywood. We're cool. It was not, we weren't like super excited about it, freaking out about it. It was like super normal for us.
When we found out we were going to get to go to the Grammys, I screamed like it was my first day on earth. I was like, oh my, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened to us, because I knew we were going to get to see Doechii live. We were going to get to see Shakira live.
we knew Beyonce was going to be in the room.
And I've always wanted to be in the same room as Beyonce.
Yes.
Not to be weird, but like if we're breathing the same air, then that's something that's happened to me.
That's
and
not weird. That's everyone in the world.
Everyone in the world feels that way, right? Right. Actually, I saw, not to get in the weeds, but I saw a lot of discourse about people being angry that Beyonce won Album of the Year because Billie Eilish didn't win. And I'm a Billie fan. My number one played song in 2024 was Birds of a Feather. I love that song. I love that album. I'm not saying anyone's better than anyone, but Beyonce objectively deserves to win Album of the Year any year she puts out an album. And I'm actually going to stand on that.
Great. Cool. I agree. Beyonce is, it's fun to be alive in the reign of Beyonce.
Thank God.
That's my take.
Thank God. Anyway, so we got to be in the same room as Beyonce. We got to see Doechii perform, Sabrina, Chappell Roan. Benson Boone made us leap out of our chairs screaming.
Okay, this Benson Boone boy, this bouncy Benson Boone boy blew me away.
This bouncy Benson Boone boy blew us away.
I know that he does that bouncy Benson Boone backflip. I know he does that front flip.
Say it 5 times fast.
The bouncy Benson Boone backflip.
No, say bouncy Benson Boone backflip blew me away 5 times.
The bouncy Benson Boone backflip blew me away. The
Faster.
bouncy Benson Boone backflip. The bouncy Benson Boone backflip blew me away. Okay, anyway, he starts in the audience. We've seen the clip. He starts in the audience, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Cute boy.
Heidi Klum, Nikki Glazer is there, and they rip his clothes off. Haha, what a fun bit. I was like, that's cute that they did something cute. And then he's walking up the stairs pretty quick, and I'm like, oh man, he's getting ready to sing. Wait, he's stepping on the bench of the piano to step on the piano to, oh my God, he's upside down in the air, lands, sings the highest note. Yeah.
And we stand up.
I couldn't breathe.
No.
I couldn't breathe.
It was electric. Sorry, I forgot I was doing a podcast. It was electric.
It was like flat out amazing. And here's the thing. I know it's just a little front flip gimmick, and I know that that's not necessarily.
And he does it every time.
He does it all the time, and everyone's already seen it. I had not seen it in person.
Right.
And in person, let me tell you, listener, viewer, it's out of control.
It's stunning.
It was so fun because even when you know he's going to do it, you forget that he's going to do it until he's already upside down in a jumpsuit.
Yeah.
It was sort of like he did
it twice. He
did do it twice.
And the second time he flipped, he afterward did his like,
yeah.
And like upon landing, it wasn't even a backflip. It was like some sort of
front flippy tuck under himself thing.
Twisty do.
Yeah.
I was screaming my head. This was the fun thing about going to the Grammys, actually, besides the outfits, which we'll get to. The fun thing about going to the Grammys is when you're at home watching something like that, you're like, oh, sick. Oh my God, Doechii killed it. Like, hell yeah, Beyonce won, whatever.
But when you're
there, you can scream like you're at a football game.
But when you're there and you're actually like one of the invited,
stop.
when you're actually one of the people who belongs in that space.
That's not what I'm saying.
You get to belong there. And it's really, we're just all peers in that space.
We just went from 2 kids who synchronized scooter in their basement to 2 +1s in a suite.
To 2 +1s at the Grammys.
What song did you guys get nominated for?
Us?
Yeah.
Oh, a song that we would be nominated for? It would be one that like.
Or can I hear the song that you were nominated for right now?
Yeah.
Totally.
It's
we were nominated in
yeah, I forgot to mention that we were invited because we were nominated. Yeah. And we were really nervous.
Totally.
Because we wanted to win.
Well, because it was a song, it was an unconventional song. It was a song about it was an unconventional song. It was a song about.
Yeah, I can bring my keyboard closer. To
it was a song about animal conservation.
Yeah, it sure was. And it was sort of our We Are the World.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
I started playing it wrong, but let me play it a little better because it's sort of our call to action about animal conservation.
Right.
So sorry, let me go.
A la Quincy Jones.
Yeah. It was, it's kind of got this feel.
The day we are born, we know it's time to do good stuff here on earth.
Yeah. And as we go on in our lives, we forget the way that we were meant to live, specifically in relation to the animals.
Specifically the ugly ones.
The ugly ones.
That nobody's trying to say.
So be nice to the ugly animals. It's not their fault that they're ugly as hell.
Be nice to the ugly guys. It's not their fault that they've got scraggly little hairs.
The scales weren't what they picked. That's just how they were.
It's how they were born. and then
it kind of built. You've heard it,
right? You and you know it, but there's a part where Gabe does a backflip.
I also do a backflip, but I need two dancers to stand on either side of me, and I sort of use their shoulders.
They spot you.
And they spot me. I can't do it on my own. I need two spotters.
Totally.
We also have to bring out a mat, which is why it was too many logistics for the Grammys. They wouldn't let us do it.
A bouldering mat.
Right. Someone shouts on belay. Yeah. I respond belay on.
Yeah, but anyway, they didn't have us perform at the Grammys this year. They did ask us to do like the daytime show prior to like the big nighttime show, but we were like,
if it's nighttime or bust.
We'll do nighttime next year. Mm-hmm. Totally.
We did raise a lot of money for the ugly animals, though.
Totally for those. Yeah.
I just blew my voice out trying to sound like Michael Bolton.
Well,
did it work? Was it effective?
It was effective for a brief moment, and then you started coughing. So the outfits for the Grammys.
Okay.
We find out we're going to the Grammys 48 hours before it's time to go.
Which is pretty classic for, that's not a big deal. We've got a closet full of Grammys outfits. It's not a big deal. You know what I mean?
I
just
can't
hit my
stress
stylist up real quick.
I can't stress it to the listener enough how unimportant you have to be to not know you get to go to the Grammys.
Until 48 hours before. And we weren't even invited. We were plus ones. I was my wife's plus one. Yeah. You were our friend Isabel's plus one.
Yeah. There was going to be nowhere written down on any sheet of paper was being invited to the Grammys.
Yeah. I did actually. My friend Melissa does style me for stuff, and I did call her, and we did walk around on FaceTime. We walked around a thrift store in the desert once I found out. Oh. I dropped you guys off to get your nails did, and then I walked around a thrift store in the desert with Melissa.
That's really sweet. Shout out Melissa.
Shout out Melissa at Molesy Mouse. She does a really cool thing, actually. I'll shout her out. She does a really cool thing where she styles like comedians and actors and people for events and red carpets and whatever, but it's entirely secondhand and thrifted and like consigned
really cool.
stuff.
And she does a great job.
She does a great job. And it's not, no one's like, she's very adamant about like, combating fast fashion and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool. And also I like the thrift vibe anyway. So it's a match made in heaven. And she's fun.
She is fun. But it's also a match made in heaven too, because we're so big on conservation.
We're so big on conservation and saving the ugly animals.
Imagine you wear a brand new snakeskin boot to the Grammys.
And why are they made into boots? Because they're ugly. This is what we're combating.
And that's what we're working on.
And that's what we're combating.
All right, I'm going to shift us away from the Grammys.
What? We're not done talking about the Grammys. It was so fun. Okay, it'll come up later.
I think you're probably right, or everyone's gonna.
I'll bring it up later.
Everyone's gonna talk about it for 25
Everyone's
minutes.
gonna turn on us because we're just like
we're so LA.
So
I have a fun STEM fact for this STEM podcast.
Oh,
yay!
Hey everybody, welcome back to a STEM podcast. This podcast is a podcast that is STEM.
And
we could do like my brother and me do like podcast within a podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
A STEM pod.
I learned that shark scales
famously ugly,
are called dermal denticles.
Huh?
Isn't that horrible?
Say.
Shark scales are called dermal denticles.
Isn't that horrible?
And they're essentially just teeth. Like they're made of the same things as teeth. So supposedly teeth perhaps evolved from dermal denticles.
Wait. Their skin is teeth?
Essentially.
Their skin is teeth?
Their skin is teeth, bro.
Which is really gross to think about. And speaking of the ugly animals, tell me about my dermal denticles and how it's okay.
Wait, two things. One, sharks have scales?
Essentially, yeah.
I thought their skin was like rubbery, like dolphin.
Me too.
It can be really sharp.
What?
That's actually crazy. Their skin is teeth. Their skin is teeth. And their eyes are feet.
And their teeth are sharper teeth.
Everything is teeth except that the eyes are feet.
Right. And I'm not quite sure what you mean by eyes or feet. We're trying to tell the truth about
the
sharks.
eyes are feet. The teeth are sharper teeth. And the fins are... And I'm just like, if the skin is teeth, what else is happening in there?
Well, I've got another shark fact if you keep going. And the one defense to if you meet a shark made of teeth is you punch him in his nose tooth, square in the nose tooth, and he goes backwards, I think, or something.
Bro, if you hit a shark, I don't think everyone's like, punch a shark. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be able to punch a shark.
You punch the shark in its nose tooth. And it goes upside down.
The
like
shark
a torpedo.
or the tooth?
The shark is, sorry, Annie's in the background going like, no, stop saying that. I must be getting
Ignore
it wrong.
her. Keep it going.
Okay. There's something about the shark where he tips and he's like
capsizes?
horizontal. Yes, in the water.
If you punch a shark, he capsizes in the water. That's how the surfers survive.
I saw it on Shark Week.
Okay, say the name of the thing again, Grant.
Dermal denticles.
Dermal denticles. Dermal denticles. Teeth for skin. Dermal denticles.
It's curious how it gets like that. Dermal denticles. It's so fun tickles to think about skin for teeth.
Okay, skin for teeth is crazy.
Wait, my trainer at the gym, whose name is Jim, asked us a question one day during the abs section that haunts me to this day, which is, would you rather have teeth for hair or hair for teeth?
Hold on.
Jim said,
would you rather
have teeth for hair or hair for teeth? And I think a shark would say teeth for hair. Clearly, because that's
it's
the
got
life they
teeth for
live.
skin.
Unless they're dying to be soft.
I don't know, bro.
Do you think a shark is dying to be soft?
I think it depends on the shape of both of those scenarios. Like if the hair teeth was one thick strand instead of like,
Ew.
obviously a bunch of strands is gross,
gosh.
but one big strand per tooth, like thick strand per tooth.
Like how whales have like fuzzy mouth.
No, like one.
No. He's saying like a tooth-sized hair.
Yeah.
Would it be bendy?
Like this thick.
Would it be bendy?
I would
still?
imagine it would be kind of rubbery.
And then what do the teeth on your head look like? Like obviously if they look like mouth teeth, then that's gross.
Yeah, but you want them to be long strands of teeth?
Well, I want them to like. What if it was cool, like the shark scale? Like it could be kind of cool.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying. Kind of in my brain, when you said teeth for hair, I was kind of picturing Darth Maul vibes. Does that ring for you?
Yeah, I know that rings for you too. Or
you were picturing Darth Maul. Also, Allie's first thought was Darth Maul. She was like, Darth Maul and some vintage Mew Mews. That was my first thing I pictured.
was like, okay, I'm pretty sure, you're going to be really proud of this. I'm pretty sure Darth Maul is like red.
Yes.
And he has makeup on.
It's his skin, but yes.
Totally.
I mean, the actor has makeup on.
Yeah, and so who's really
if
right
you
here?
want to...
The teeth all over the shark made me think of people getting the tooth gemstones. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh.
And what would
You were thinking about a bedazzled shark?
This might be played out in a dumb song choice, but what would Silver Lake Shark?
Oh my God.
What is
Grant is obsessed with making fun of
Silver Lake
Shark.
Yeah.
Gemstones.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a song there, but maybe we've done too much Silver Lake content.
I don't mind too much Silver Lake content.
Well, you know what he would have.
Does anyone who listens to this podcast outside of LA know what Silver Lake is? That's the first
Silver
question.
Lake is Brooklyn. Silver Lake is the like indie, like artsy part of your town. Wherever you are, probably LA. So Silver Lake. Silver Lake is Silver Lake.
I just went through every chord.
Silver Lake shark. He was seeming kind of feminist and nice. He was in an indie band with other sharks who looked like him, and they all had jewels on their head teeth.
Jewels on their head teeth.
He seemed pretty nice at first. He seemed like he read the right kind of literature. But on our second date, I'm dating the shark. On our second date, he told me he wasn't ready for a relationship. And so I punched him in his shark tooth nose that had a piercing in the septum of the tooth nose. I punched it square in the tooth nose.
And his little shark cigarettes fell out of his little shark sleeve and fell down to the ground past his little shark Carhartt pants and his little shark chain wallet.
And they fell next to his little shark shoes, which were some dirty old Converse
that he took off to put on his other shoes, which were just those boots that with the two straps on the front. You know what I'm talking about? The ones from Australia that these boys be wearing, or some Clarks.
Yeah, he fell next to his shark Clarks.
Shark Clarks. He fell, his sharky cigarettes fell next to his shark Clarks.
And I said, I hope I never see you swimming around Zebulon again.
That's a bar. That's a bar where all the cool
where
people go.
all the Silver Lake sharks swim.
Yeah. Anyway, those kind of men exist. They're real. They're around. They're looking like they're mechanics.
And for the
they're
listener,
really not mechanics. They're instead, say it with me, everyone, graphic
creative
designers.
directors. And for the listener, just so you know,
Which ultimately means they are, everyone say it with me, unemployed.
And just...
Which I have to be careful because everyone say it with me. Gabe is that guy.
Exactly. I was going to say, we don't have a ton of leg to stand on because, or fin to stand on rather.
We don't have a fun,
because we are currently doing a podcast, which is the worst thing two people could ever do. So,
I know we talked last week about episode 9 being something to celebrate, but 10th episode, I don't want to touch you scooters. 10th episode. 10th episode. 10th episode.
He's feeling weird about me because of the scooter thing.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Happy 10th episode,
Happy 10th
everyone.
ep, everybody.
We never thought we'd get here.
Hey, if you listened to, let's say 60% of all the episodes out of Mom Said, I don't know how we can prove this. DM us on Instagram and say Scooter Brigade.
No, don't make please do not make Scooter Brigade a thing.
DM us on Instagram and say Scooter Brigade.
That's honestly one of our deepest, darkest secrets.
And I'll try to find an old photo of Allie and I that I send that is an embarrassing one.
There's plenty of embarrassing photos, but there's definitely no photo in existence of us doing a scooter show.
Guaranteed not.
I think Mom and Dad at the time knew that we would not want that to go down in history.
To come with us
to be part of
our lives.
To be part of our lives.
We can't have that. But if you've listened to even half the episodes, hit me with Scooter Brigade on the DMs.
Hit me with Scooter Brigade.
I'm checking the DMs. I'm running the account on Instagram and on TikTok. And someone on YouTube the other day said, "This is the worst podcast I've ever seen."
No, didn't he
on
say
one of the clips?
Didn't he say we're the two worst podcast hosts or something?
Yeah. It was like something about you two are the worst possible people that could ever host a podcast, something like that.
Period.
And I responded. I said,
"Agree, King."
I said, "Thanks, David. How'd you find us?"
Dude, whatever.
Thanks, David.
Whatever, bro.
Thanks, man.
Guys, what is everyone doing for Valentine's Day? Should we all hang out?
No, dude, I'm married.
Right, totally. Okay.
I'm doing stuff on Valentine's Day.
And I actually have a date.
I would be in trouble.
I actually have a date.
I would get in trouble if I didn't do something on Valentine's Day.
You're not getting in trouble.
No,
You're
not in
making it
trouble.
the
In the, like me and the old one. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I would have done bad.
You would have done, but you would get in trouble with me.
Right.
If you were to do something other than something for your wife, I would say this. Shame on you, stupid.
No, but here's what I will say. I will say this is not this is for any of the married listeners. I do get in trouble, not in the you come home and she's yelled at you kind of way, but there's a stink on the day if you don't do good. That is what I mean by getting in trouble.
That's what.
And when I used to listen to these old comedians be like, my wife, blah, 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 I'm like, stupid. But it's not about wife. It's about when you're in the partnership,
you're hurting
and you do a bad job.
You're doing bad.
You get in trouble.
And you make it stink in there.
Yes, you make it stink in there. So yes, I do get in trouble with my wife, but not in the way that's like the old ball and chain way, in the way that like you live in the same house and you did a bad job at a thing.
And you stink.
And so then it stinks.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Totally. The only way you can get away with stinking up a house and not really.
Are you going to try to defend your dog right now?
Is if you're 19 pounds.
No, you're not getting away with it. He's not getting away with it. We're all still mad. It does stink in the house.
I'm an enabler.
100%. Okay, Valentine's Day.
What's everyone doing for Valentine's Day? Grant, do you have a date?
Lauren and I are going to a little restaurant that is one that she's been wanting to go to.
That's a good idea, to do something that your partner wants to do.
And I'm going to get her some flowers on the day because I made us. This is kind of cute. This is points for me.
This is cute.
I do good every once in a while. I made, back when I was doing pottery, in my famous funk that we have talked about, which was, as we discovered on the podcast, depression.
He says we discovered, but we all knew he was depressed.
Okay, I was depressed. Express. And I
all aboard the Depression Express.
All aboard the Depression Express. All aboard the Depression Express.
All aboard the Depression Express. Next stop, Gabeville.
When you have a tough time and you don't feel like your world is headed in a good way, then you gotta keep trying to make a way to be making yourself have a good day. And that's the way that you get away from the bad stuff in your life. You gotta do whatever you can to get on the Depression Express. It's a one-way ticket
to the Depression Express.
It's a one-way ticket.
The Depression Express.
Anyway, the only way out is through.
The only way out is through. The Depression. Anyway, I made what I have called our love vase, which is just. It sounds cheeseball when you say it out loud.
Yeah,
but it's cute.
I'll send a photo.
She likes it. I made a cute little vase that is like white, and then I scratched a bunch of X's and O's in it in like a fun kind of cute way, and then put a couple red hearts on it that I glazed.
As the British say, love hearts.
Let's not talk about glazing and love.
No. We're gonna get in trouble. Anyway, you're right, and you're right. Oh, and he's dipping. He's leaving. There's no footage on the Grant cam anymore. He's out. He's quitting the podcast. Okay, so it's this little vase that has hearts and X's and O's. Grant is now just cleaning the kitchen.
That's crazy.
He just needs a Diet Coke.
He's insane.
I got this little love vase that I made for Lauren that is some X's and O's and hearts on it. And it sounds cheesy, and it is a little cheesy, but it's cute. I'll send a photo. And
you put flowers in the vase.
Every birthday and Valentine's Day, I put flowers in the vase. Well,
that's cute.
She likes to put the flowers in the vase.
You could, I would. If
I'm not going to do that.
You could also, pro tip for boys, you could also do it just because.
Oh yeah, sometimes I do it just because.
Right.
And then sometimes I'll get frustrated because I'll be like, the flowers in our love vase are dead. What does that mean?
Right. It means you're supposed to get more flowers.
Well, but sometimes she wants to. I understand, but sometimes
pause
she
on the
wants.
podcast.
But sometimes she wants to pick them out.
If the flowers in the love vase are dead, that's because you're supposed to be getting more flowers.
No, I understand, but not always, because sometimes she wants to pick out specific ones, and they don't have the ones, and I don't want to make the wrong decision on the flowers because she's got a vision.
Right. Totally. But let me raise you this: she would be happy if you brought any flowers home out of the kindness and love of your heart.
I understand. But sometimes she'll have just come back from Trader Joe's, where she was like, I should get some flowers. And I was like, you should have got flowers for our love vase because now our love is dead.
Right. And then you should go out and get the flowers.
But okay.
Allie, I have something we could argue about maybe.
I don't want to argue.
No, it's not an
I want to
argue.
have fun.
Is it shitty? Like, let's say I was married.
Right.
Is
Let's
it
say
shitty
that.
for me to schedule random acts
Sex.
of kindness?
Oh.
No.
Okay, sorry.
Random acts of kindness for my wife. Like, would it be shitty for me to schedule get flowers for my wife on my calendar like once a week?
No.
Or
No.
does it need to be like
What?
spontaneous?
No,
Like,
no,
it's shitty
no.
if you schedule it.
It's
No.
so thoughtful to schedule it.
Okay.
I would say even if you're a person who has an assistant or someone who is helping you with your day-to-day life, calendar,
relatable
anything.
stuff.
No, I'm just saying, even if you're not actually doing it, if you're thinking about it and making it happen, even if it's on a schedule, if you're having AI help you, a calendar, Biggie, please. If you're having anything help you, as long as you are having the thought and doing it, I think it works.
Well, if you saw that someone you loved had put something on their calendar to remind them to like care for you or do something that you wanted to do, you would be like, oh my God, that's so cute. That's on their calendar.
Yeah.
I'm on their calendar.
I could also see an alternate universe where you would have just said to me, no, it's shitty that you have to remind yourself on your calendar.
No.
You should just always be thinking of that.
Because that's not realistic.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we didn't argue about this.
Us agreeing.
Fuck
Hey,
you.
write that down.
Can you hear?
We should keep a note in like a shared note in our notes app on stuff we agree about.
Can you hear anything through your? Oh, never mind.
What?
We're not supposed to. Grant has a new outfit, but we're gonna just not talk about it.
Oh, it's
We just
want
want to introduce it
Right.
without any. And already I've made too much of it.
Totally.
Hey,
let's move on. Grant, you never said whether or not you have a date on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, you have a date?
What did she say?
Just keep
She's not on
going.
the podcast. Sorry. No, I don't have a date. If there's any beautiful women out there that would like to go on a date with me,
Yeah. This will come at today, Wednesday, 5:45 a.m., whatever time it is now.
You have
Is
48
you
hours
have
to find a
48
date.
hours?
shitty for me to try to narrow it down.
In
Yeah.
what way?
Because I have a feeling what you're about to say next, I don't love.
In what way? Narrow it down
Are
based
there
on
any-
type of women?
Are there any 5'2" blonde women?
No,
out
see,
there that
that's when I knew it was going to get into a funky place. I knew it was going to get into a funky place, and I tried to put the kibosh on it.
That's
But
why I tried to ask first.
Hey, look, I'm friends with Sabrina Carpenter now because we went to the Grammys.
for the listener, to be clear, we
We
never
went
even
to the
come close to Sabrina
Grammys,
Carpenter.
so I'm absolutely buddies with Sabs Carps.
Ew.
Hated that when
my
I said it.
gosh.
Let me take these sunglasses off.
It's crazy because you're becoming a dad
What?
in your personality.
What?
You're being like dad vibes.
Also, my wife has announced it on Instagram, so we can talk about the fact that I am literally becoming a dad in a couple months.
Literally.
Becoming a dad in a couple of months. We're having un bebé in May.
Yes, my new best friend. Arriving in just a few months.
This is a
Can't
perfect
wait.
time for you to do. I'm absolutely weaponizing this, but this is the perfect time for you to do the ranking of the brothers this week.
Oh my gosh. It's the ranking of my two brothers. I do it every week and it depends on basically what happened right before I do the ranking. This week on the ranking of my two brothers, my number one brother is Grant.
What?
And that's because we just agreed. And it's so rare that we agree. I want to celebrate this moment.
Think about your week.
Okay. I'm thinking about
Who
my
is the
week.
number one brother this week?
Okay, well, you are. First of all, I found out you guys were having a baby months ago. And during that time, you were the number one because you're making me my new best friend. This week, we went to the Grammys together. Did you bring me to the Grammys? No.
Yes. Wait.
No. You did
No.
not bring me to the Grammys.
No, but I brought Yai home.
That's true. You did order the Uber home.
and
Interesting.
figure out how to get us out there and track this man down when he drove past us like 3/4 of a
That
block.
was nice because girls and guys who wear high heels, at the end of the night when you're like, I can't
When you're like,
fathom any
ouchie,
taking
these
one more
feet
step.
hurt, and this liquid Band-Aid did not cut it.
Did not do the
Did
trick.
not do the trick.
And can I just say, how does anyone do it?
How does
Can
anyone?
I just say,
Girls,
girls with the
girls.
I can't believe
When
girls,
we try to do what we're meant to do and what we are, girls
it's amazing the way.
and sisters, hear me.
And hear me out. It's
This-
amazing the way you
Oh,
do.
girls, ladies,
Girls, the way
you do what you do.
it's incredible. And that
I
night
have
at the
to get out of
Grammys,
this bit
all
because it's
three of us, that night at the Grammys, all three of us, our feet hurt, and Gabe did run after our Uber driver who just saw us and kept driving.
Driving far.
Driving
Downtown
far.
Los Angeles.
In downtown
Los
Los Angeles.
Angeles. And this man just drove his little Toyota Highlander far away from us. I said, sir, the blue dot is right here. My wife, as we've now been allowed to talk about on the podcast, is pregnant and in heels.
Visibly so.
Visibly.
Both of those things visible.
Dude, visibly pregnant is so... She's like wearing a big sweatshirt. I'm like, wear the smallest shirt you could wear.
Right.
It's so great.
It's so
Make the
cute.
belly out. Are you kidding me? I mean,
Make the belly out.
Gabe said to make the belly out. If you're
Girl.
pregnant, go and make the belly out. Don't try to hide it. Girl, put that belly out. There's a life in there. Go put that belly out. Seriously,
Winnie the Pooh ass girl, put that belly out. That's not what you look like. If you're pregnant, you do not look like Winnie the Pooh. I'm sorry.
That's so good. I want more. I want pregnant ladies to be wearing crop tops. It's so cute to see the belly
Right.
out.
Right. But yeah.
No, not like being creepy. I'm saying, all right, I want my wife to be wearing a
Yeah,
croppy
that's
toppy.
good.
I want that baby sticking out.
Right. And we love that baby.
Navel to the wind.
Navel to the wind is horrific.
Navel to the wind.
Navel to the wind.
Navel to the wind.
Put that belly out.
Outies to the sky. Innie to the clouds.
Girl, put that belly out.
Girl, put that belly out. Winnie Pooh ass girl, put that belly out.
Winnie Pooh ass girl.
I meant Winnie the Pooh. You get what I mean.
Winnie Pooh ass girl, put that belly out. That's the dumbest thing you've ever said.
Winnie Pooh ass
Winnie
girl.
Pooh ass girl, put
Winnie
that
Pooh
belly
ass
out.
girl, put that belly out.
Oh my God. Thank God Lauren doesn't listen to this podcast for real.
Literally doesn't, bro. She's never listened to an episode.
I don't know why she would. I don't know why she would.
She listens to this shit all
she's
day.
She's like, I'm sorry, I'll listen
She's
to
like,
whatever. And I'm like, girl, why would you
don't.
listen to that?
I love you. Watch. Here's what I will say. Watch the clips.
Watch the clips.
Watch the clips. Watch the clips, baby. But
Somebody's
you don't
got
gotta.
to.
You don't gotta listen to the episode, but watch the clips. But everyone else, listen to the episode.
I mean, you guys are not absolved from listening to the episode.
Listen to the episode.
She is, because the rest of her,
Life is.
all the moments when we're not making the episode is her episode where she
Yeah.
has to listen to this.
It's the same. And
Somebody's
it's the
got to
same shit.
babysit us for 1 hour a week, and that's you guys.
And that's you guys got to babysit us. You Winnie Pooh ass girl got to babysit us. It's so dumb. Okay, wait. So she's pregnant. So this. Okay, we're in the ranking of the brothers. I just rewound it back to where we were.
So
And it's Grant, and I didn't do anything for you, even though I chased down this man. I
Right.
got your Starbucks this morning, even though I wanted to get a McMuffin.
Oh, interesting.
I wanted to get a McMuffin, and you said, let's go to Starbucks.
I don't want to make a habit of retracting my ranking of the brothers because
Sucker.
wait. Let me finish. I don't want to make a habit of retracting my ranking of the brothers because I don't want us to have a debate every week. But because of these reasons that you just listed, you will be number one next week.
Damn.
I can't take what I think you're actually honestly right, but I can't take what I said back.
Can you guarantee that I'll be number one next week? Shake on it.
Do you actually want to touch me after we talked about the scooters?
Is this a negotiation technique? I'm going to be number one next
Ew.
week. Suck it, Grant. Your hands are sweaty.
Your hands are sweaty.
No, that was your hand, bro.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Ugh. Anyway.
I didn't like that.
Well, the Super Bowl was this week.
The Super Bowl was 2 days ago if today is Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday and the Super Bowl was 2 days ago. And you guys,
Or 3 days ago.
Can somebody tell me who won?
Probably the Chiefs.
Don't.
It's probably the Chiefs. Congratulations. Congratulations to the Chiefs.
Wait, we should say
you guys
congratulations to the winners, but try to say it like you could hear either of the words.
You say
Like
the
the-
other team and I'll say the Chiefs.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations to the
Philadelphia
Chiefs.
Eagles.
So we're
So
right no matter
right.
what.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that?
How crazy was it that Travis Kelce proposed on the field after
Yeah,
the
could you believe that,
Dude.
After the Super Bowl, I thought he was
my
classier
God.
than this, but he proposed the confetti.
I thought that happened.
And wasn't that insane that Taylor Swift did snow angels in the confetti? We all thought that was
Yeah.
kind of tacky and
Yeah.
odd, but it was nice that he flew her whole family out for that. That
How
was cute.
crazy was it when that guy got tackled so hard that his head rolled off?
That was crazy too. Blood everywhere.
I'm glad they got it back on though, because like, damn, he needed
Yeah.
that.
And
head.
it was really, really odd to see Kendrick do entirely Fleetwood Mac for the whole
I
halftime
actually
show.
really liked that.
Agree.
I felt like it was a good indication of where he's headed in
It
his
took me.
career.
It took me a second. It took me a second when he
I
came
was
out.
waiting for him to do Not Like
There
Us.
you go, and then from there, from there to freedom. Boom, bop,
I'm
bop,
gonna
boom,
be
bop,
honest.
boom, bow.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd love that.
It would be fire. It would be fire.
They Not Like Us.
Yeah, yeah. All of those things happened. Oh, and who sang the national? Who? Okay, out of the bit. Who's singing the national anthem?
Aretha Franklin.
She's dead, bro.
Fuck. No, I knew she was dead. I'm a huge Aretha Franklin fan.
Tell your Aretha Franklin
What Aretha Franklin story?
when she had to take a break.
Oh my gosh. I went to an Aretha
I'm looking
Franklin
up who's
concert.
doing the thing.
I went to an Aretha Franklin concert many years ago. I'm a huge fan. We're from Detroit, so like Aretha's a big deal, and she's a
You don't have
she's
to
a
be
queen.
from Detroit.
Totally. But for me, like I grew up loving Aretha Franklin. Anyway, I went and saw her in concert at an outdoor concert toward the end of her life. And she was singing and she was rocking. Like she still had it. Her voice was still it. She was still Aretha.
John Baptiste.
Oh, I love John Batiste.
Jamba Juice.
I love John
Famous-
Batiste.
famous
He's a sweetie pie
savant. Famous savant jazz singer-songwriter Jamba Juice.
boy. He's amazing.
No, I love
anyway,
John Batiste.
Aretha in the middle of her concert, swear to God, goes, I need a break. I'm going to go get a snack. And walks off the stage. And then we all sit there.
And wait for
just
Aretha to have a snack.
Wait for her to come back.
It's incredible.
The band's sitting there. We're all sitting. We're talking amongst ourselves.
It's incredible.
Whatever. And then she came back. I was like,
She's like, y'all will wait. You guys will wait.
that is a queen. A true queen. She said,
guys
I'm going
will
to go
wait?
have a snack.
Down a little. There you go.
I could not fathom a reason why you would be poking me in the arm in that moment.
It was to push down the microphone so we
For
could
the
see your
listener, Gabe
face.
just touched me unprovoked, and that was horrible.
Because for the viewer, you couldn't see her face.
Aretha crushed.
Aretha crushed. John Baptiste.
I'm really excited.
Baptiste? No, Baptiste. Batiste?
Batiste. He did you watch the documentary about him and his wife?
No, I didn't, but I heard it was wonderful.
You have to watch that documentary.
And by the documentary about him and his wife, do you mean the Architectural Digest episode on YouTube of their house? I did watch that. That's
is
a
a
documentary.
documentary.
Yeah.
It's a documentary of sorts.
Ooh, I love Open Door. I love architectural. We call it Architectural. We get so excited that we call Architectural Digest Architectural.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. We get so. Architectural. Grant off mic shouting, hey, hey. I love it. Yeah,
There's
we
an
love.
AD book in my line of sight right now.
I love those episodes. Show me your house.
Actually, yeah.
Show me your
You know
house.
what I would watch? You know what I would watch the hell out of?
Show me your house.
I would watch the hell out of Show Me Your House. Now open that drawer. Now open up that drawer. I want to see what's inside. How many lighters do you have?
Architectural Digest open door B-side. Deep dive.
Deep dive.
Yes.
Open the closet.
Show me your house. Open your closets.
Open your closets. I'm dying to. And
What
by the
is
way,
your silverware?
Yes, and by the way, not just for famous people, for anyone. This is why, and I know I've talked about this before, this is why estate sales are so important
Estate sales are incredible.
to my culture. And that is that I'm going through people's drawers.
What is in your bathroom drawer?
What is in your bathroom
that
drawer?
has your like nail clipper and your whatever?
Yeah.
What does that look like?
What does that look like?
Show me it.
What's your socks look like? What's under your bed? I just like
Inside your fridge, bro.
inside your fridge.
Show me the inside of your fridge.
I'll be endlessly interested in people and their items. But yeah, definitely homes.
Show me the inside of your fridge.
Show me the inside of your freezer and show me where you keep your marshmallows.
Yeah. Where were we? Super Bowl. Yeah, probably the honestly the Chiefs.
Oh,
here's
you know
what
what
the
we
thing.
could say? We could say, congratulations, boys.
Congrats, boys.
Because you know it's going to be men winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It always is.
Honestly, take a look at the entire roster.
Congratulations, boys. Again with the men winning the Super Bowl.
When are we gonna see a woman out there?
When are we gonna have a girl quarterback? I'm for real.
When are we gonna have a girl on the offensive line? Huh?
That's right.
Get her in the trenches. When are we
That's
gonna
right.
let women in the trenches?
Absolutely.
There's been a lot of bits that are putting me.
NFL, National Female.
Let them rock.
Let them.
National females, let them.
Let them. For once.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what were you about to say? There's been a lot of bits about what? Football?
Yeah.
We talk about football a lot.
I know. We love it's a STEM and football podcast.
We love football. We love football.
Okay, I learned this thing. Pat Riley, who is one of the owners of the Heat, and he was a famous NBA coach. Stay with me. He was a famous.
I actually had already tuned you out.
I know. Stay with me.
I was like,
If I make it a song, does it help?
yes.
Pat Riley, who was a famous NBA coach and is that's basketball and is now an owner in the Miami Heat, among other things.
Also basketball.
He did a really cool thing in the 80s or 90s
That was a long time ago.
where he got a copyright on the phrase three-peat. He literally copyrighted
That
three-peat.
business.
So now anytime a team, he pulled out copyrights on three-peat. I just saw this on Instagram somewhere. Credit to Instagram. Whoever showed me it. My brain is so full of internet
Credit
mush.
to Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, credit to Daddy Zuck. This guy, Pat Riley, you can look it up, opened up copyrights for merch, like backpacks, teachers, merch,
Yeah.
all kinds of other, I forget what the other delineations are, but now if you're going to use three-peat on a hat and sell, like if the Chiefs win, when they won or whatever, he gets paid.
Okay.
You have to pay him a 5% fee for any usage of the phrase three-peat, which is like, first of all, I can't believe that like is even allowed to happen, but
Yeah.
also I guess they would let it happen because it's so rare that ever happens in sports. Like it's literally never happened in the NFL.
I've done it in bowling.
You've three-peated in what way?
A turkey.
Okay, that's a turkey.
Right. We should copyright turkey.
I hate it here at this podcast.
We should copyright something. Because that's passive income, babe.
Hey, look. We're out here looking for passive income, babe.
We're out here looking for passive income, babe. If you could think of a thing that we could copyright, we'll copyright it and we'll give you a cut.
Who is this? Wait, could you
put a thank you. If hey, look, are you out there trying to get some passive income?
I know we all are.
Aren't we all looking for that mailbox money? Go ahead and copyright a bunch of words and hope that perhaps these words become relevant either socially or internetally or in any sort of
If
way.
they'll let me, I'll copyright the word hello.
Hello. And perhaps later on, if somebody turns it into some merch, you get a 5% fee.
Have
That's-
Adele shaking in her boots.
Okay. I don't know who they were, but I
We
would like
could-
for them to come back and be fleshed out in a future episode.
Yeah.
I did like them.
Remember the Dougsdale Dimmadome or whatever it was?
Doug, yeah.
Was that
Doug,
what it was?
The Dimsdale Dimmadome.
The
I'm Doug Dimmadome of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Yeah,
That's
it was from
us.
Fairly Odd
That's
Parents.
us when we copyright a phrase that we come up with here on the pod. You know, we could really start making some money if every episode we pick a phrase to copyright. How do you copyright something?
I think you have to file a form with the copyright daddies of government.
Who are these daddies and how much does it cost to do that?
It's probably not a lot. It's probably like $150 to own the words for 30 years or something.
Yeah.
Listen to this is how easy it is to make up fucking shit on a podcast. The sentence I just said, I have no idea
Right.
if I'm right.
Right.
No idea.
Sometimes people
Men.
comment at men with
I literally
microphones.
just said you probably pay $150 and you own the words for 30 years.
That's
I
probably
don't
not
know
how it
if
works.
that's true, but I have a microphone.
Right. No,
And so I
it's-
just said it.
it's the decline of civilization as we know it.
I just said it.
Right. Totally. Sometimes people comment on our videos being like, these guys are liars. And it makes me laugh because I'm like, totally.
Totally. And it's not even that we're trying to.
No, we just don't know
We're
shit.
just
Obviously we don't know.
Idiots. And here's also the thing about it is this is not okay, never mind. It's a STEM podcast. I was gonna say this is not an educational podcast.
No, we're
it's not like we're out here
constantly
except that
reiterating and promising that this is an
This is a
educational
STEM
contest.
podcast. You're totally right.
We spend so much
I'm
time
so
being
sorry.
like, we are scientists and this is true.
And
And
I'm
then
so
we
sorry.
say made up stuff.
You're right. You're right. This is a beautiful STEM podcast that we're very thankful that everyone listens to.
And we're thankful. And real quick, could we do like a love song for Valentine's Day to say goodbye to everyone, to
Oh,
send
I
them
love
off
that.
on their Valentine's
I
week?
love that. That's really lovely. Yeah. What
Should
are we
do
wishing?
Should we
what
do
are
an
we,
existing love song? Maybe
what are we
something
wishing?
from ABBA?
What are we wishing for people? What are we wishing for people to experience this Valentine's Day?
I'm wishing that they experience romantic love beyond fathomable understanding, like something from a movie.
I hate that sound. Hold on.
I hope your Valentine's Day is like a movie.
Cut. Action. Lights. Camera.
And not like the movie where the girl at the end realizes she should be alone for a while.
Action. Camera. Lights. Director. Producer.
I hope your Valentine's Day is more like the movie where the guy runs through the airport and buys a ticket just to get to your gate before you do.
He made it through security really fast.
And that's the power of love. I hope your Valentine's Day is like a movie where the guy, oh, maybe you're dating a girl, where the girl realizes something and then calls a cab saying, I gotta get to them as fast as I can.
Here, keep the change, keep the meter running.
I hope your Valentine's Day is like a movie where they kiss at the end and that's the end of that. They never have an argument again.
The story ends with a kiss, and we never have to see them pay bills or make financial decisions together or have a kid and get that kid on time to soccer practice or overcome any sort of hardships in the family. It just ends with a kiss.
May this love find you.
And you.
And if you don't have anyone, which you will because we just cast a spell in the form of a song, but if you don't find anyone, just know that we love you.
We
so
love
much.
you. We'll be your date. Thank you so much. This is another episode of Mom Said. It's a podcast that we like doing, and we like having you guys listen. What are the announcements right now?
There's only one ever you actually give your announcement and then I'll come up with an announcement.
Okay. My announcement is that I'm taping my comedy special in how many weeks now? I think like 6 weeks until we tape it, maybe 5 weeks until we tape it. We're super excited. The late show is selling better than the earlier show. The earlier show has more tickets available. Please come to it if you're in Los Angeles. And if you're not in Los Angeles, get here. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a show I've been working on for a while, and it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be really cool. My friend Oren Whalen is going to do the production design. So he's helping with the set. Our friend Oren, who we love, my friend Patrick Mohlberger, who's been directing for the life of the show, is directing it. Anyway, it's going to be really fun. Tickets available at the link in my bio, and we'll put it at the link in the description.
Yes, and my announcement is I'll probably be riding my bike to the coffee shop one of these mornings when I get my helmet back. So if anyone wants to meet me there.
What happened to your helmet?
I left it in the desert.
Oh, I think that's about it. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Have a lovely Valentine's Day, and congratulations to the team that won the Super Bowl, which was the Chiefs.
Eagles! Bye.
Yeah,
we gotta go.
We gotta go. Goodbye.
Why did you sing over me?